no sunlight, so cold, sleep is nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight. Get up, put it on, hard work at the crack of dawn. This life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong. Feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss. I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history.
Hey guys, what is up? Thank you all for being here for this very emotional, important live stream. We just want to give our thoughts and blessings to everybody who is in Jeff's family, close friends, and yeah, just what's up everyone in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'm not alone here. I'm here with my guys, my family, Next Shift Randy, Further AM, AK, Philly Halftime, and Coach A. Gladney. So how are you guys doing, man? How are you guys doing?
Okay, how about you guys?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. So I just feel like, because we got a special guest coming in. AK and I have a special guest. We invited someone to pop in, so he will pop in a little bit. So what I want to do is, what was your favorite memory of you and Jeff? If you could pick one thing, you guys just laughed, had fun. What was your favorite memory you did with Jeff? And whoever wants to start it, kick it off. And I'll bring up the chat. So whoever wants to start,
I'll go off real quick. I remember one night where we'd always do Sunday primetime football, and after the show, I would get on, and it would be Coach Ed, me, and Jeff. We'd just be chilling till like 2 a.m. at night, talking about all sorts of sports, movies, talk about hip hop. Coach, remember that? That was a fun night. That was one of those memorable nights, and we did it more than just 1 week. We did it multiple weeks, and we stayed up a long time and had good memories talking about sports with Jeff, and he was so passionate and enthusiastic. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, Jeff was the guy who loved movies, man. I could talk to movies with him for an hour or so. So whoever wants to go next, if you have a favorite memory, go for it. If it was like a Giants or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, AK. You got it.
All right. For me, man, I just showed you guys the other night. And just so you guys know, I actually had the honor of talking to Jeff's mom. She was a very sweet woman. Got to talk to her for about half an hour. I see where Jeffrey gets it all from, honestly. She's a terrific woman. I made sure to thank her for giving us as content creators someone very special and close to us. You know, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have experienced him as a person. But anyway, my memory that I have was just recently whenever the Eagles had the chance to host the Giants in the playoffs. Jeffrey was on my channel for that preview of the game, and it was a 2-hour-long live, and I showed Randy and Further and Mitch this the other night. It was just us five through that 2 hours. And it's not very often you can get Eagle fans and Giant fans together and have a civil conversation. And not just that, but an educational, smart football conversation. And that was always something Jeff brought to the table. And that 2 hour live, man, there was some funny moments where Jeff just got to be himself, and then there was some really good just football talk knowledge as well. So I believe that 2-hour live really showed every side of Jeff, and I'm going to be sending that to his mom so she has that moving forward. That way she, can watch it anytime she wants.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Coach.
Well, for me, it was on Heart of the City, and the first time while live streaming, and he had the Nets on, and all of a sudden he just starts yelling and screaming, and it caught me and NYG for a second, where we're like, huh, and then we just like, okay, go ahead, do you. And he starts apologizing. I'm sorry. And we're just like, no, go ahead, let it go. But Jeff, how he is with the Nets and the Giants and the Mets. They do something to piss him off, and he just starts going at them, and especially the Brooklyn Nets, though. I mean, and it would just be, and I remember that to this day. The first time I said, "Oh, okay, he really gets into it." So and that opened me up to his passion for sports. So we all have it at different levels, but you really felt his passion, because with his team, with the Nets, every time down, a set play, if it was a missed rebound or something, he was really feeling it, and you felt his pain and his passion. So that's one of the things that I take about him.
Yeah. Halftime.
I would have to go with Philly Sports Rap when he was watching the Eagles game with us. Yeah, that was like this dude's. He's a diehard Giants fan. And then we did the basketball this year.
Yeah.
And we beat his team. And he's like, why can't my team actually win against Philly? And I mean, and he's freaking out. I'll be like, it looks like he's about to break a blood vessel in his head. Because he's so passionate about his team. And I'm like, this dude is so awesome. And I'm like I didn't know, some people were like this. I felt I was a little off the edge, but I'm like, Jeff was so cool. That's how I met Coach. That's how I met all the Giants guys. They're like, yo, come in, hang out with us, talk to us. You can break our chops because you just beat us 3 times. I mean, he brought me into a friggin' bunch of Giants guys and said, you can come with me. Go in there and rant. And I'm like, this is so cool. I'm like, he edged it on, but he never gave it back. I'm like, it's a give and take. Give me something back. He's like, no, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, it's like, but he's the greatest dude ever. But he's so passionate about his teams, like you guys been saying. It's like, it's really hard to say, but like watching the game with him, he did the play-by-play, and then he's like, what the hell, my team? And he was so friggin', I was like, damn, this guy's awesome. He was the greatest guy, and he was so young. I'm still amazed how young he was.
Yeah. Randy?
Yeah, for me, it was the Western Conference Finals, Game 3, Denver versus Lakers. And we all know how Jeff was riding the Nuggets all year, saying that team was going to be somebody to mess with. And then when the playoffs started, he turned me, and I was riding along with him. And just going back and watching that play-by-play and that game, just like you guys mentioned, out of everything you've all said, his emotion, the way he brought the energy, and basically drug you into the battle and drug you into his type of charisma. And there's not going to be nobody else like him. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to mimic and potentially kind of class themselves as but there's no one going to be like Jeff. Jeff's one of a kind. I'll be sad forever because we lost a true one.
Yeah. And for me, it was when the Eagles played the Giants, and he was on Cool Cat Mitch with me and Cool Cat. And you guys know how Cool Cat and I get whenever the Philadelphia Eagles are playing. So Jeff was just there. rooting for the Giants. It was such a great, great time. And the MK Lounge right before the Eagles played the Giants in the playoffs, and how he was the only Giant with all of us there, just like talking his shit. And I'm like, damn, this guy really knows his stuff, and he's very passionate. And I'm just like, damn, too soon. It's just like insane, just like his passion and stuff. And here's one more thing too. I look kind of like what you said further with backstage, right? I like that the most talking to Jeff because I knew him. That's how I get to know the guy more. Not on stream because everyone plays a little different character and stuff like that. But behind the scenes, man, he was just a real general, down earth guy. And yeah, and it looks like one of my best friends of 9 years old, of 9 years, yeah. Earl's popping in. Can't wait for Earl to say what he's got to say, but
in case you guys don't see on the right side, Miss Halftime made a little memory thing for
on the top right. If you guys can see what the logo is,
yeah,
Mrs. Halftime just made another thing, and shout out to her. Shout out to Mrs. Halftime. She is so talented in her work and everything. AK, I just saw the intro she made for you. Insane.
Yeah, no, she does great work, man. That's another memory while Earl's loading in here, dude.
I'll be right back.
I will never forget his reaction 2 years ago to Mike Lennon.
Mm-hmm.
The backup, dude. That right there, that meltdown was just classic. That is classic Jeff right there at his finest.
Yeah, it is. It is. And he will be the first guy I would go to for every Giants news. I know there's a lot of Giants creators out there, but when it came to the Raw news, it was Jeff. He was so up to date, not just to the Giants, the Nets, the Mets. His channel was so consistent that YouTube fell behind, and that's why all of us were getting notifications of him later on, because YouTube couldn't keep up with Jeff. So it was just like, it's them saying, okay, we'll push out this one now. We got you here. We got you here. And it's mostly shorts, and he will upload like 5 or 6 of them a day. And it's just a work ethic, man. That guy's work ethic, it's just unmatched.
Yeah. I remember when you, AK, and Mitch started Hardcore Sports, and like I was making logos and stuff, and we were just getting started. I remember I told you, AK, and Mitch, I was like, there's something about Jeff.
Yes.
That's special, and I see him going places. And I have to say, out of all of us, and how I've been on YouTube since 2011, and I've seen people grow. I've seen Philly 500 get to 50K. I've seen some people make a lot of money out of this. I have never seen someone grow like Jeff did, going from like 200 subs to just over 2,000 in literally like less than 3 months. It was just unreal how much people really loved his content. It wasn't just us at Hardcore Sports. It was everyone getting in the comments, watching his shorts, watching his streams, watching his videos that he made. The guy was multi-talented, and he never gave a rest one single day. I don't think here for Hardcore. Every single day he posted a video. Every day.
Every single day, man. And
man, it wasn't just his consistency with his content. It was his passion. His passion is what sold it. I told you guys that story that one day, whenever I first started, I said, man, listen, I need a giant content creator who will do live play-by-plays, man. I said, and you're the only one that I want doing them. And he was like, I don't know, man. He's like, I get really upset whenever I watch my games sometimes. And he's like, and I get real emotional. And he's like, I don't know how people will take it. And I told him, I said, Jeff, that is what sells, bro. I said, passion is what sells. I said, people will be willing to watch you because they see how much you love your teams. And, man, I'll tell you what, whenever he started doing live play-by-plays, it was over, man. None of us could touch him. None of us. Not even the best of us could. Like, it was –
yeah.
It was amazing. What's going on, Earl?
Hi, guys. How are you tonight?
How are you, Earl?
We're doing good.
How you doing, Earl?
Man?
I am recovering. I'm recovering, and I am bringing back all of my shows, and we're gonna move forward, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I changed the name of the Raw Watch Along. Um, it has a new name, and
Okay.
it will be called the Raw Watch Along featuring Earl and Tyler.
So
Me and
Tyler
Tyler,
is your new co-host. Okay.
yes, Tyler is going to be named the permanent person that will be with me
That's great.
every Monday night. Um,
That is great. Just let me know. I got the thumbnails ready, bro. You
yeah,
know me. I got
and the wrestling experience will triumphantly return on June the 22nd.
you. Mm-hmm.
We are going to have a very special night. We are going to be doing the Forbidden Door
Yeah.
predictions. I have one guest already booked. I need another guest. So if
Mhm.
you know of anybody that wants to come on the wrestling experience, you can always contact me on Twitter.
Hey, I'm sure
Uh,
Raphael would love to join.
yeah, well,
I'm sure.
anybody's welcome.
Yeah. So, oh, we were just talking about our favorite memories of Jeff. So, if you have one, please share. And
I have several of them. I
if
mean, I have several of them because I'll tell you something, guys. You know, I know Jeff for a year and a half,
hmm
and it seems funny that a year and a half has gone by so fast. We almost did, I would say, maybe about almost 40 Raw watch alongs together.
yeah,
We did almost about 30, I would say about maybe about almost 30, 25 pay-per-views together. And Jeff was something that he was nothing short of sensational.
right.
He complimented me. You know, one thing I have to say, and one best moment that I have of Jeff was the night that Damar Hamlin suffered a heart attack, and we had to broadcast that on the air. And that was the most hardest thing for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
We were we were going along so well, and everything was going fine. And Jeff, you know, he just he gave me the courage to continue the show. And he says, you know what, Earl? He said, you got to get off. You know, you and Mitch, you and Jeff just carried me through that whole show, and I will never forget it.
Yeah, that was tough, man. That was really tough.
I will never forget it. But the last time I did the Raw watch along, I had to do a tribute to Jeff, and that was very hard for me.
Yeah, and I'll give you kudos to that, man. I'll give you kudos because that was so difficult, and I told you millions of times, like, you don't have to do this, Earl. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And then you're like, no, Mitch, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You stayed true to your word, and you did it. You pulled it off. You and Tyler pulled it off. So,
Yeah, it wasn't an easy thing to do.
right.
It wasn't an unpleasant thing to do because I think what hurt me the most is that I didn't one last stream with him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the Night of
It was
Champions,
night of change.
and
Yeah.
and he was so excited about being with us again for Double or Nothing, and then nobody could get a hold of him,
No.
and I kind of knew that something wasn't right.
Yeah.
I kind of knew something was amiss. Um, because that was not Jeff. Jeff was the kind of person that he, if he promised you something, he would deliver in spades.
Yes.
And the last time he was on the wrestling experience, I said to him, I said, Jeff, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. Don't play Russian roulette with your health. And go to the doctors. Go see what this thing that you're afflicted with. Go see what it. But stubborn Jeff, he just wouldn't He didn't want to take my advice. He just didn't. He didn't want to take my advice. But Jeff was funny. I remember the night that we were talking about Omos.
Yeah, that's in
I
video
mean,
about the show.
I mean, Jeff's reaction to what I came out with about Omos, it was priceless.
It was.
It was priceless. Like I said, I have so many moments with Jeff, and I tell you one thing, he was the most respectful person I've ever worked with. He
Oh,
was respectful. He was so respectful, and he's such a
man.
professional. Jeff was a professional. He was
really?
he was funny. He was respectful. He was knowledgeable. He was passionate. He brought out the best in me every single time I worked with him.
Yeah.
And that is what I admired about him because our chemistry together on the streams was like wine and cheese. It just went together.
Yeah. Yeah. So our special guest is actually here right now, and he's actually been friends with Jeff for 20 years. And
Wow.
it was an honor when he DM'd me on Facebook, just kept in touch throughout this difficult time. So welcome to the stream, Joe.
Wow. Hi. How's it going, everyone? It's
Hey,
it's an honor to be here, and thank you, Mitch, for helping me get on and sending me the link. Listen, I don't know how many times I've said it already, but I want to continue saying it. You guys are amazing. Everything that Jeff was doing, all that passion, all that talent he had for streaming his YouTube channel, all of that came from you guys. And his mom spoke very highly about you guys. Jeff talked about you guys all the time, and you guys were really special to him.
Yeah. He was special to all of us, bro. He was special to all of us. So if you got any good stories you can tell about you and Jeff, I'm sure a lot of us would love to hear it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well you guys know Jeff was always a Giants fan. He bled blue. He bled blue for that team. Um, one of the things that we've uncovered recently is so Super Bowl 2012. I hosted Super Bowl that year. It was the Giants versus the Patriots. We had a whole living room full of people, and everybody was Giants all the way. The only Patriots, the only Patriots fan in that house was this guy. You're looking at him right there. I had I had Patriots written on my shoulders, both of my shoulders right here. Patriots will win every time Patriots scored a touchdown. You remember what's his name? He would do the salsa dance at the touchdown after he scored a touchdown. What was his name?
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Yes,
Victor
thank you
Cruz?
very much. Yeah,
Yeah.
Victor Cruz. So every time the Patriots would score a touchdown, I would do the salsa dance. And that got under Jeff's skin so much. He he really wanted the Patriots to lose even more after seeing me do that. And well, the rest is history. So he the Giants won, and Jeff and a whole bunch of others stormed out of my house, and he is so excited that he storms off. He takes off his shirt. He's running around the parking lot outside my house without a shirt on. Patriots lose, Giants win. Woo! All of that stuff. Insane, total chaos. I'm coming out of that house and I'm screaming, no! And it was all in good fun. But oh man, and not only that, he calls his mom afterwards, and he is talk in the store about how I wanted the Patriots to win, and he's talking smack about me to his mom. His mom says, "You know, Jeff, put Joe on the phone. I want to talk to him." And I get on the phone like, "Who's this?" And it's his mom. And she's saying to me, "Joe, how do you like that the Patriots lost, huh? That must suck, right?" So I say some unpleasant words to Donna, all in good fun. I'm like, "Donna, you suck." All in good fun, though. All in good fun.
Yeah.
But all of how much he loved that team, and how he was so happy that team won that Super Bowl. I was happy to play the heel, to play the only heel in that living room, for the Patriots to win.
Oh, that's great. Oh
That's
my
a great
God.
story.
I can honestly picture that.
Oh yeah,
How, but it's like, wow.
Yeah, he's real dedicated to his teams, and man, he showed it. I'm like, that's the true kind of fan I want to always hang out with. And dude, every time I did a live with him, or you know, even if I was just in the chat, he's so knowledgeable. The dude was
yeah,
so knowledgeable about his
Mm-hmm.
basketball. Like these guys are sitting there doing um, just right off their heads about basketball. And then Jeff's like, right there, I already got it. I already got it. I already got it. I'm ready for my next one. You guys ain't even got nothing on me. And I'm like,
yep,
damn, this dude's just popping it right off his head. I'm like, dude, I'm over there got to think a little bit. I'm like, and then yeah, I start saying something in the chat, and Jeff's like, I had to go with a different way because freaking halftime already said something. And I'm like, all right, you did. But Jeff was so knowledgeable, man. It was unreal. And he loved his
Yeah, his
wrestling.
brain was like a Rolodex. His brain was like a Rolodex, just whip it through.
That's what it
You want
was.
Q?
Yeah.
He's gonna go to Q. Everybody to Q. Want T? Oh,
And
he's
you
gonna go to T. He's gonna go. It was like, okay, hold on. So the first one was Q, right? Okay, hold on. Let me get one guy for you. It's like he was just like boom, boom, boom. It was
yeah,
yeah.
You always have to be ready for Jeff. You always have to be ready for him. You have to be like a Boy Scout. You always have to be prepared,
yep,
because Jeff was one of those people that you just don't know what he's going to come out with. You really don't. And working with him, I never knew he had so much knowledge and passion about wrestling. It floored me. It just
yep,
really floored me.
yeah, yeah.
What's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? Pleasure to finally put a face to the name. I got a question for you because you knew him through high school. You knew him as a kid. Seeing what he did on here, was he always this way? Like I understand he was really to family members. I understand he was this way, open and energetic the way he was with us. But for him to get on here and do what he did in front of people across the country, was that a challenge for him, or was he always like that from the get, even as a kid?
You know the way, he was always comfortable with a microphone, and yeah, how comfortable he was streaming, being on video, he was as comfortable like that in person. We always frequented a karaoke bar back in the day. We loved that. Jeff loved that. We went every week. I wish you guys could have seen him do his thing, singing a song. He loved Linkin Park. He loved singing Notorious B.I.G. I just watched a video earlier today where he was doing Green Day. He did everything. There wasn't any genre of music he would not do. And as knowledgeable as he was with wrestling and sports, music was right up there just as much, man.
Yeah.
He'll tell you anything about music. What song was on what album, what year it came out. He'll tell you everything.
Yeah, I remember talking to Jeff just about music, and like somebody in the chat started saying something, and he was going right off his head. He goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, this." I'm like, "Damn, that was a long time ago, Jeff." I mean, I think that was before your time, buddy. How you know that? Because I know it's about my time, and you're over there like you was already there at that time. I'm like, damn, he knows that. And like you're right, Joe. He was right on it with his music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so on it.
Yeah, Sarah here would love to see him on karaoke.
Oh man, dude! If I could send you some clips and you guys want to put something together so you guys can see, I'm more than happy to do that.
I'm down for that. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll set it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we'll dedicate a whole live for that. So,
and for that last tribute, by the way, last week, I think it was Zion who put up that montage. Wow,
Yeah.
like I love that. My wife loved that. We had our friend here as well, Amanda, watching that as well. And for most of us, that was our first time seeing him that way. All that passion when the Giants won. That's why they call him a giant. That's why he's a giant. Like, oh my gosh! Like, I felt that energy. I felt that energy, and I forget who it was that convinced him to go on video saying, "Dude, you have a talent for this. You got the voice. You got the passion. You need to get this on video if you want to get more views." Whoever it was, thank you for doing that because that's exactly what he needed.
You're welcome.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
shout out to AK, man.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I knew, like I told you, man. I always knew he had it in him, man. I remember before I even created Hardcore Sports, me and Jeff would sit in back streams and StreamYard, and we'd watch some games together, and we'd just bullshit. And I just hear his passion through, StreamYard, and we weren't even live. And that's whenever I was convinced. And he only did what I'm doing right here. Most of the time, he didn't even show his face. And I told him, I said, bro, just let it all out. Show your face, go all out, give it all you got. Show the emotion, the raw emotion. Who cares what you say? Just let it out. And man, I'll tell you what, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. So I
Absolutely.
think, So I think it's time to show a little tribute video that Further and I have made. So I'm gonna bring it up, and then everyone will be behind the scenes. So give me. Doesn't want to work for me. Yeah, hold on, I got it.
What did you do?
I got it. Give me a sec. There we go. And then I'm gonna go here. That. Raise it up. All right, and play. Ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, May 29th, 2023, we lost a dear friend in the YouTube and Twitter community. Jeffrey Adam Turner, at age 38 years old, passed away due to E. coli food poisoning, blood clots, and deep vein thrombosis. Jeffrey was a kind, caring, passionate sports fan. Everyone loved him. Jeffrey, enjoy the tribute video, brother. We're going to miss you. We love you. Rest in peace.
To my co-pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, he is my ride or die. He is here with me each and every Monday night. He is a passionate wrestling fan, a passionate sports fan, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, he is nothing short of sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, please everyone know one and the only, the incomparable Mr. Jeffrey Turner. Jeffrey, welcome to the Raw Watch Along.
What are you guys doing today? Now, by the way, are we going to get our answer? Are we going to get our answer, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to finally be the night? On that banner, are we finally going to get our answer? Or are we still going to be sitting here like idiots, wondering why this all started?
I can't know. 68. Yes, yeah. You're almost.
No, I will say this, AK. I respect people
Fantastic.
like you. I respect people like Earl. I respect people like Mac, Billy Halftime, Pat, Joel, like Pat, Lou. Everybody that goes out there and works a lot of hours, works full-time jobs, and still has the time to come on YouTube and do these streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more than like, myself or others that, have the time to be able to do this stuff, because you guys are putting in work on an outside profession or a job, and you're still giving the time to be able to go on YouTube and do these types of live streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more because you're still putting out content for these people to look at. That's what, I really do. Sincerely. That's not like, a little cop-out thing to say. I mean, I'm being dead serious. Like, I give a lot of respect to you guys. All the ones that I named, like saying that you guys still put out the YouTube content that you do because of, how much it means to you guys, even when you're coming home from a busy schedule. So that's why I don't blame you. I don't like say like, well, how come AK's not putting out enough content? Why is he on YouTube? He's working a fucking full-time job. I mean, you'd be happy if he's doing a live stream right now. Most people, when they come home for a full-time job, do you think they want to go on YouTube and sometimes get echoed by people? No. I give you so much credit. Billy Halftime, same thing. Matt the Giants fan, same thing. Earl, I did the Raw watch along with him. I chat with him sometimes afterwards, but I let him go earlier because the dude's got to work a whole entire day. So, I give you guys a hell of a lot more credit than I appreciate you guys saying I'm like this prodigy or something, but you guys are the ones that put in a hell of a lot of work and then do this stuff. Right?
Yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, that's you guys are such on a hot streak. Oh, well, it comes. Hey, what up? What up, Randy?
Okay, don't mind me, but I'm dealing with a little bit of I'm not feeling well. So if you guys have a hard time understanding me, just tell me to slow down and I'll try to talk clearer.
No, it's okay. You kind of sound like the women on the Simpsons, the sisters.
Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, really appreciate that, bro.
I'm just
Yes! Yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Yes! Let's go! That's exactly what I wanted, and that's exactly what we're getting, baby.
Okay.
Let's go! That's my top guy on the board, and Deontay Banks is a New York fucking Giant. Let's go, baby! I'm fired up about that one. That's exactly what I wanted. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. That's the guy I wanted from the beginning out of these cornerbacks.
1, 2, CM Punk wins! CM Punk wins! CM Punk is your AEW World Champion!
1, 2, 3.
A big time GTS, and in his hometown, CM Punk wins the AEW World Championship. My God, what a match, fellas! What a match! You're not blocking anything. Not with Graham Gano out there. This dude is really Mr. Automatic.
Let's go. Block the kick.
47-yard field goal. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is. Oh my God! It's not Jackson.
These guys know what they're getting into. That's why they do it. They love it. In a sadistic way, they love going out there every Sunday and getting pounded. Like, no lie, you have to love that. What sounds bad? Yeah.
I know, I was just about to say.
But
Where's
okay.
Mitch? Where's Mitch? Where's
There you go. In the head, out there and get slapped around by these guys. Like these hits are not something to joke about. These dudes, when they hit me, they fucking hit you. It isn't a game, even though it is, but it isn't.
Football is a very happy day for one of our guys on this panel for a non-basketball reason, because somebody that he dislikes, and he's got a smile on his face, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, finally decided to hang up the jersey in the NFL. And there we go. Yep. He decided to give it up.
Sorry, Joe.
cheating, you son of a bitch. I love it. This is great. That means sports cannot be so much better. This is awesome. Eagles going to the Super Bowl and fuck boy Tom leads it. I love it. Let's go.
Autobio the line shooting the second line. Knocks the boat down. 95-90. 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Brunson's back in the game for the Knicks. Brunson now. Guarded on the outside by Caleb Martin. Now gets it over to Barrett. Barrett now. Barrett driving to the basket. Puts it up. Blocked by Butler. Out of bounds. Knicks ball.
Wow.
That was a BS call. I agree. What? I agree. No, I was saying Mitchell goaltending BS call. Come on. The one where he fell down on the ground.
Wait, did Autobio just shoot the free throw with one hand?
Yeah. Oh, they called a foul on the play. So they called a foul on Butler. So
Yeah, RJ's going to the line, yeah.
And he knocked down his first one. 95-91.
One. Got this back to 3.
Gets a ball. 95.
All right, 3-point game.
Yeah, my ankle's cramped. It's just worse in just multiple weeks. And Rodgers is going to play on Sunday. That was announced by.
Leave further alone. He's in his own world right now.
Oh my God, Almighty! I honestly think about banning you. I'm thinking about banning you after this one. This one it hurts me. This one hurts me, Almighty. You bring back Kyle Rudolph, really?
Really? I will take Zeke Mowat before I take Iowa.
I'll take.
He's still invested in Lamar Jackson going.
I'll take Larry flipping Donnell over.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Moss was still
Terrible. Me too, honestly.
You know what? If Vince takes over control, Moss will be involved in a WWE Championship match.
And Jinder Mahal will come back and win it.
Oh, he already is back. He's back already. He was on NXT.
I know he's back.
Yay.
And here comes Omos.
Oh,
And
okay. Now we
here
know this is garbage.
No, here comes Omos. As we all know, Omos is as green as goose shit.
Where the hell you go with that acting?
Flat out crap.
Sucks.
Now, it's a sick colored blue. It's a sick colored blue.
No, Mitch, no. No, Mitch, no.
His gear is terrible too.
Yes.
Everything about it is terrible.
It's a brown stain in the bottom of the toilet bowl. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
This is done.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
It's done right now.
Oh, I'm wrong.
And we've officially lost viewers now because Earl decided to compare Omos to Brown. How's my buddies doing from down the turnpike? Oh, you guys doing? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? It's Jeff. Randy and the brother.
Yo, did I tell you what trade Jamar offered me?
No. Matt Stafford takes a snap, floats it over the side, and did he just beat it? Did he just beat a touchdown? Cooper Cup! Toe tapping on the outside.
Wow!
What a catch by
What a
Cooper
catch.
Cup!
Holy crap, what a catch.
What a catch by Cooper Cup for the touchdown. 5-yard touchdown there by Cooper Cup. As he beats Bedford on the outside.
What?
And Jordan Poyer toe taps his feet. right near the corner of the right part of the end zone. That's Cooper Cup right there, guys.
Oh, 11.
They doing the same shit over and over again. If I see Johnny Gargano do that goddamn kick one more time.
Gunther is just beating the shit out of Drew McIntyre right now.
No, Jeffrey, you got it wrong. He's beating the stew out of him. He's beating the stew, right?
Oh, that's fucking great. How's it going?
That was awesome.
That was great.
That was great.
That was great, man. That was great.
Shout out to AM for the music. If you guys didn't know, that was a little bit of a Hey Arnold. That was Hey Arnold music.
We used the Hey
No
Arnold
way.
soundtrack. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was
We
Hey
couldn't
Arnold.
decide on what music to. We knew we liked all sorts of music, so I said nothing beats Hey Arnold. I think we all grew up during that time, and we can always remember Jeff during that period. And you just can't beat the soundtrack of Hey Arnold. I just had that kind of just the right. I don't know, not too much.
No,
Oh, you can beat the music to Hey Arnold. I got one for you.
What?
Rocket Power.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you guys will like the video, I can send it to each and every one of you, whoever wants it. So, Coach, I'm pretty sure you're going to want it. Joe, you're going to want it. Whoever wants it, AK,
Yes, sir.
I'll send it to you. And I'm going to upload it as its own video on the Hardcore Sports Network. So whoever wants to watch it can watch it at any time. So it's going to be there as well. So,
Cool.
Randy, you're going to want it as well, I'm pretty sure, right? You're going to want that?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to AM again for the music, bro.
Shout out to you, man, for editing. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great, man.
That
That was a great job by you. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Great
you both
clip.
did an excellent job.
You really put out. You really showed how Jeff really was with his teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I remember it was just like yesterday. Some of those clips where we were live, I was like, oh my God, I remember this. How did I not forget this? I know it was like, 6 months ago.
I was showing it to you earlier, and you were like, wait, I said that?
Yeah, I was like,
hey, I
Good
kind of
time.
knew you were like, I knew you were like it when you were calling me for the brownies. I kind of knew that.
I don't want to get on Earl's bad side ever. Earl's a real shit talker.
I know, man. I saw an uncensored Earl up there I never seen before.
Damn.
Exactly.
Oh, there's been a couple of times when my boy slipped out and cursed.
I can tell.
I could have. Oh, Tyler, you know what I should have brought up? I should have brought up the what was it? One match was it? It was on AEW.
Oh, it was the one with the fork. Fork to the forehead, and this dude went and was like, "Holy shit!" I mean, he looks at me, and goes,
I forgot about that, man. Damn. I knew I forgot one, but hey, Jeff, we all love you. We all miss you.
"Yeah,
And,
man."
hopefully that video would do its right. If you guys got anything to say, Tyler, I know you didn't. I know you just came in. So, what was your favorite memory with you and Jeff?
My favorite memory, and I don't know if it was one of the clips,
It might have.
was when we all just randomly starting to just like mimic LA Knight the entire time.
Oh, I
You
couldn't find that. I couldn't find that.
I had the clip, and I tried my best to like save it and send it to you. So, but yeah, I have it on my Twitter if you guys want to check it out. It's like we were yeah, it was just me, him, and Earl, and Rob too.
Yep.
Me and Jeff were just like mimicking LA Knight the entire time. It was so fun, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? Seeing that montage and seeing Jeff in that Rutgers hat, because usually you don't find many Rutgers fans, seriously. And I'm a diehard, true diehard. And that's one of the things that we also linked up on because we're both diehard Scarlet Knights fans. Like he could rock with me. I mean, I go all the way back to before he was born, in terms of the Scarlet Knights. And, he was right there with me talking about it. I spoke about Dick Anderson one time. And he was like, oh, yeah, he came over from Penn State to be the head. I was like, wow, this young cat really knows and loves Rutgers like me. So, so thank you for that, Mitch, and further. That warmed my heart right there.
Yep, I'll send it to you, Coach. I'll send it to everybody on this panel, and it will be on the YouTube channel probably tomorrow. And yeah, if you guys got any last words, or if you guys just want to talk about Jeff, let's go for it.
I just had one more. Jeff, I made fun of Mitch one day, and I called him Negative Nancy. And that man told me, he goes, yo, make that a shirt. So, Mitch, didn't I do that? I made him a shirt of Negative Nancy because of Jeff. I'm like, dude, yes, I'll make it. You got it. So I made him a shirt and it says Negative Nancy on there because Jeff's like, I don't know why I think it's so funny, but it's hilarious. He always said it. If I popped up in the chat or if I was there, even if I wasn't there, he'd be like, Mitch, you're becoming a real Negative Nancy right now. And it was so funny. It was so hilarious. I'm like, it wasn't really supposed to be that funny. I'm like, there's a little bit of old school. He goes, why do I think it's so funny? He goes, and he loved it to death.
It's just because I wanted Doc Rivers fired for the whole year, and it was because I said that the Sixers were not going to win the whole thing.
Yes, that's why I said it, but Jeff took it to a if you were in a wrestler, Jeff took it to a whole new level. He was like, halftime, he's becoming a Negative Nancy right now, and it was just about a wrestling match. He's like, he was so hilarious on it. He loved it.
When I tried to say something to you, he would go like, Mitch, that's Philly halftime. He's a very nice man.
Like, he would always call me the nice man, and he's very respectful, and
yes,
and I get the words. Okay,
I never forget one of the Raw watch-alongs. He puts up he puts up your picture on the Raw watch, and he says that this show has been produced by you, and it was
every single time, man.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
Oh God, yeah.
That picture right there.
You're welcome.
They all said take this picture of me, and they mess with me all the time. But like Jeff's like, make halftime. You need to make him a shirt, so I made him a shirt. And it was just a memory of freaking Jeff. I made him a shirt.
Now here you go.
It was so much family.
I will send y'all the pictures, my famous pictures, and what does Jeff say? Oh Lord, what is Coach doing? Oh Lord, what is Coach doing?
Oh Lord, look at the chat. Look at the chat.
Oh my God, Coach, what is this?
I'll never forget when we were doing the wrestling streams, and he first showed the stew picture.
Oh, I was gonna mention that, man.
God. Oh jeez, when he first showed the stew, yes, I lost my train of thought because I couldn't do the show. I couldn't do the show.
You were.
And I'm saying in my head, I said, oh my God, Mitch is going to fire me after the show because I can't do the show.
Like this dude was trying to, I think it was like one of the watch-alongs. He was trying to call a match and he couldn't even do that because he was just dying laughing the entire time because of the picture.
Thank you, Purple Pocket. Thank you.
Thank you, Purple.
Thank you.
But yeah, this isn't really a memory. It's more so a thank you to him. There was one time, we were doing I think it was a Raw watch along or something, and he ended up mentioning, "Hey, why don't you and Rob start a network?"
Yeah,
like Mitch did, and
Raw,
and then the gears were turning. The gears were turning, and we started.
It was basketball.
It was basketball. All right, but
it was basketball.
the gears were turning. The gears were turning after that, and we started All-Star Sports Network soon after that.
It's live on
And
your channel too, bro. It's live on it too.
well, and thank you for that. But I just wanted to say thank you to him, because if it wasn't for him mentioning that, the All-Star Sports Network wouldn't have existed.
That is true. That is true.
And I want to thank him for it.
You want to know what? To be honest, I might not be here myself. I mean, y'all don't know how many times Jeff has said, "Coach, you're good." He's, X's and O's. That's one thing. I can do that with my eyes closed, but the live streaming and the videos, he really, really pushed me. That's why I say he's my coach, because he would talk to me like I would talk to players sometimes. In terms of, what, this is what you're good at, this is what you need to improve on, and you can do this. And I'm slowly gaining the confidence of doing this. Also remember, I'm much older than everyone here. So, and it's a new world for me. And, he's always telling me, no, you got it, coach. You got it. You know what you're doing, so thank you, Jeff. You'll always be my coach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, looks like we got rated from Blaze Radio. Shout out to you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Joe.
Appreciate it, Blaze.
Yep, here's Blaze Radio, our newest member in the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, so, Joe, if you got any words right now, go for it. The floor is yours.
Jeff and I, so Jeff, he and I, as you guys said, we were friends for a long time. Jeff invited me to my first basketball game. He took me to my first baseball game. I still have those tickets, by the way, from those games, just because it was the first time and I've never been to one. But wrestling is honestly where we bonded the most. There was always music, movies, and all that stuff, but wrestling was where we bonded the most. I was the yin, he was the yang when it came to wrestling. I remember this one time during John Cena's first run as WWE champion, and that was his longest run. It was a very long run for him, and Edge was the top heel at the time. And then came the day that I was waiting for the longest time. It was ECW One Night Stand 2006. Edge comes out and he spears John Cena through the table. Rob Van Dam comes in for the frog splash, pins him. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
John Cena is no longer the champion. And we went to Hooters to watch that. And after the win, during the car ride back home, I'm just rubbing in his face like, no more John Cena, no more John Cena. Yeah, the champ is gone. And Jeff was really, really not happy about it. He got so heated while I'm driving. The guy slaps me in the face because he was that upset about it. Slaps me in the face while I'm driving on the highway. I'm driving, bam!
Wow.
What the heck are you thinking? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you mess with the champ. John Cena's going to be the champ again. Like, all right, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. And then, of course, he became champion 16 more times, guys. So, so I was definitely elusive when it came to that. But, man, what else can I tell you? If there was ever a buddy, if there was ever a homie that you wanted to go out and get tickets to a wrestling show, and you guys had to stay out in front of the arena the entire night waiting for the box office to open the following morning at 10 a.m., that was Jeff. Jeff was like, let's go, let's do it, let's go get the best seats in the house. So we stayed outside of Izod Center. It was Izod Center at the time. We stayed there all night long because we wanted to secure the best seats possible, and we did. We were third row from ringside for a Monday Night Raw. It was the one where Triple H was arrested for bringing in Cuban cigars, which was illegal, according to the storyline. And if you do the YouTube search, there's a match on there, Shawn Michaels versus Umaga from that night. You can see us on camera. We're third row from the ring. We were that close to ringside, and that was because we both needed each other to go out and get those tickets. We stayed out all night, and we made it happen, man. Jeff was just like that. If you were ever down, you were sad about anything. This is the great thing about Jeff, guys, and you guys know this already. Jeff didn't have to try. Just him being him. He lifted you up. He put a smile on your face. That was Jeff. He oozed so much positivity.
Yep. 1000%.
Yeah. He oozed so much positivity. He would make you feel good. And just by him being him, man. Just by him being him.
Yep. And I want to, I want to piggyback off of that. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to piggyback off of that too, because every time we did a stream together, every time we did a wrestling stream together, I always felt good doing it with him because, like I said before, I'll say it again. He brought out the best in me, and he was just that kind of a person. He was just that kind of an impact person. And that's what Jeff was. He was an impact person. Anytime that he worked with anybody on here, on this panel, it was gold. It was 24 karat gold. And I will never forget that from him. I will never forget that.
When he was into something, he was in it. He dedicated it 100%. He was in it always. I got another funny story. We were in a car. It was late at night, and we were blasting music. The song we were blasting was "Sexy and I Know It" by LMFAO. Okay. So he had his iPod at the time, his iPod full of like 30,000 songs, I believe, because that's what Jeff was musically. He just knew all this music. We were playing LMFAO's "Sexy and I Know It." We were blasting it. We were singing it, and what I didn't know the entire time is we weren't in park. Jeff just had his foot on the brake the entire time, and he was so into just having a good time. We were video recording each other, just like sort of like a little in-car music video that we were doing. It was the dumbest thing ever. Anyway, he's so into it, he doesn't realize his foot is slowly coming off the brake, and the car is rolling a little bit. He doesn't know, and then I start to pick up on it, and my video in the video, you would see my eyes like going back and forth, like. And then as soon as I realized he did not know, we were going right into a wall. I was like, Jeff, put it in park, You guys need to see that video. It's such a funny video. Me talking about it doesn't do it justice. It's just better if you guys see it.
That would be a funny video to see.
Yeah, dude, share some of these clips one day if you can with me or Mitch, or send them to Mitch so we can maybe put another little something together with some of these clips that maybe you have. We know video editing. We could make it something really cool for just you if you want.
Yeah.
Some of the clips you have.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. There's so much karaoke stuff I got. I got that one video. I got the Super Bowl video I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that one.
You want to see the Super Bowl video? I got that.
I want to see that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
I always wanted to know what Jeff would have been like if he had won the Super Bowl, and I knew one day that his team probably will coming up. And it's sad that he won't get to experience. I'm sure he's going to be up there looking down, watching, and he's going to be just as happy as he was during that Super Bowl. But I always wanted to see what his reaction would have been like during a Super Bowl. I know it would have been magical.
He was energetic. He went nuts anytime that team won, especially that night when they won the big one, when they won the Super Bowl. The guy was on another level, man. I'll definitely share it with you guys. Definitely.
Cool.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Yep. So, AK, you there? You got
Yes, sir. I'm here.
anything else to say? Because I feel like after you and someone else speaks, I'm going to play the video for one last time.
Yeah, man. Like I said last week, I met Jeff a little over 2 years ago when I started YouTube. Instantly, me and him hit it off, man. And we did many, many shows together over the years. I started this hardcore sports thing, and I had him join. I didn't just create a content creator. I also gained a brother, and we all did. And I just want to thank Donna once again for giving someone to this world that we all got to experience and we all got to cherish and we all got to be friends with, and someone who touched us in many, many ways that I don't think people truly understand unless they got to know him. And, for you to create someone like that, it truly took a strong woman. And I'll tell you what, he was an amazing man. He really was. So I just want to thank you, Joe, for coming on. I want to thank his family in the chat. I see you guys out there. I plan on being up there at a celebration of life. So I hope to meet each and every one of you then. And thank you all so much.
I know you guys are spread out all over the place, and some of you guys are probably on the West Coast or something. I don't know, but you guys were such a huge part of the last few years of his life. And if any of you guys are able to make it to his celebration of life, his mom would be very happy to have as many of you guys over there, man. Really.
I will be there. I know I will be there. I'm pretty sure Adam Koska will be there. And that's the only two that I know of so far, but we will do whatever we can and try to get as many people there as we can who want to be there.
Yep.
Sadly, I live in Canada, so I won't make it, but I'll definitely be there in spirit. And definitely always have that in my thoughts for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. I live in Rhode Island, so I'm not going to be able to make it. He'll be in my thoughts and prayers, family, friends, everybody in my prayers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get a ride down myself.
Yep.
Being that I'm in North Jersey, but it's not easy for me.
Yeah. All right. Randy, you got anything to say before I play the video one last time?
Go ahead, man.
All right. Let me share the screen again. God, I hate sharing the screen on this thing. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, May 29th, 2023, we lost a dear friend in the YouTube and Twitter community. Jeffrey Adam Turner, at age 38 years old, passed away due to E. coli food poisoning, blood clots, and deep vein thrombosis. Jeffrey was a kind, caring, passionate sports fan. Everyone loved him. Jeffrey, enjoy the tribute video, brother. We're going to miss you. We love you. Rest in peace.
To my co-pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, he is my ride or die. He is here with me each and every Monday night. He is a passionate wrestling fan, a passionate sports fan, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, he is nothing short of sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, please everyone know one and the only, the incomparable Mr. Jeffrey Turner. Jeffrey, welcome to the Raw Watch Along.
What you guys doing today? And by the way, are we going to get our answer? Are we going to get our answer, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to finally be the night? On that banner, are we finally going to get our answer? Or are we still going to be sitting here like idiots, wondering why this all started?
I can't know. 68. Yes, yeah. You're almost.
No, I will say this, AK. I respect people like
Fantastic.
you. I respect people like Earl. I respect people like Mac, Billy Halftime, Pat, Joel, like you, Pat, Lou. Everybody that goes out there and works a lot of hours, works full-time jobs, and still has the time to come on YouTube and do these streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more than myself or others that, have the time to be able to do this stuff, because you guys are putting in work on an outside profession or a job, and you're still giving the time to be able to go on YouTube and do these types of live streams. I respect the hell out of you guys a lot more because you're still putting out content for these people to look at. That's what, I really do. Sincerely. That's not a little cop-out thing to say. I mean, I'm being dead serious. I give a lot of respect to you guys. All the ones that I named, saying that you guys still put out the YouTube content that you do because of, how much it means to you guys, even when you're coming home from a busy schedule. So that's why I don't blame you. I don't say well, how come AK's not putting out enough content? Why is he on YouTube? He's working a full-time job. I mean, you'd be happy at least he's doing a live stream right now. Most people, when they come home for a full-time job, do you think they want to go on YouTube and sometimes get echoed by people? No. I give you so much credit. Billy Halftime, same thing. Matt the Giants fan, same thing. Earl, when I do the Raw watch along with him, I chat with him sometimes afterwards, but I let him go earlier because the dude's got to work a whole entire day. So, I give you guys a hell of a lot more credit than I appreciate you guys saying I'm this prodigy or something, but you guys are the ones that put in a hell of a lot of work and then do the stuff.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, that's you guys are such on a hot streak. Oh, well, it comes. Hey, what up? What up, Randy?
Okay, don't mind me, but I'm dealing with a little bit of I'm not feeling well. So if you guys have a hard time understanding me, just tell me to slow down and I'll try to talk clearer.
No, it's okay. You kind of sound like the women on the Simpsons, Marge's sisters.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jeff. Really appreciate that, bro.
I'm just messing.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Yes! Let's go! That's exactly what I wanted, and that's exactly what we're getting, baby.
Okay.
Let's go!
Okay.
It's my top guy on the board. It's Deontay Banks. It's a New York freaking Giant. Let's go, baby. I'm fired up about that one. That's exactly what I wanted. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. That's the guy I wanted from the beginning out of these cornerbacks.
1, 2, CM Punk wins! CM Punk wins! CM Punk is your AEW World Champion!
1, 2, 3.
A big-time GTS, and in his hometown, CM Punk wins the AEW World Championship! My God, what a match, fellas! What a match! You're not blocking anything. Not with Graham Gano out there. This dude is literally Mr. Automatic.
Let's go. Block the kick.
47-yard field goal. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is. Oh my God, it's no good. I jinxed it. It's Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
And these guys know what they're getting into. That's why they do it. They love it. In a sadistic way, they love going out there every Sunday and getting pounded. Like, no lie, you have to love that. That sounds bad. Yeah,
I know. I was just about to say.
But
Where's
okay.
Mitch? Where's Mitch when you need him? Where's Mitch and Brownies?
But you know what? You have to actually be a little fucked up in the head to want to go out there and get slapped around by these guys. You know, like these hits are not something to joke about. These dudes, when they hit you, they fucking hit you. It isn't a game, even though it is, but it isn't. You know.
What do you say? Football's a game of bitch, very happy day for one of our guys on this panel for a non-basketball reason, because somebody that he dislikes, and he's got a smile on his face, you know exactly what I'm talking about, finally decided to hang up the jersey in the NFL. And there we go. Yep.
Hi, Tom. Eat it. Eat it, you son of a bitch. I love it. This is great. I mean, sports cannot be so much better. This is awesome. Eagles going to the Super Bowl, and fuck boy Tom leaves it. I love it. Let's go.
6-10 shooting. On the bottom of the line, shooting second line. Knocks them both down. 95-90. 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Brunson's back in the game for the Knicks. Brunson now. Quickly on the outside by Caleb Martin. Now gets it over to Barrett. Barrett now. Barrett driving to the basket. Puts it up. Blocked by Butler. Out of bounds. Knicks ball.
Wow.
Oh my.
Shaking my head that was a BS call. I agree.
What?
I agree. No, I was saying Mitchell goaltending BS call. Come on. The one where he fell down on the ground.
Wait, did Adebayo just shoot the free throw with one hand?
Yes. Oh, they called a foul on the play. So they called a foul on Butler. So
Yeah, Mitch is RJ's going to the line, yeah.
And he knocked down his first one.
Alright,
95-91.
on the three. Come on. Cut this back to 3.
Second free throw. Gets a ball. 95.
Alright, 3-point game.
Yeah, my ankle sprain consistent work, so this will go multiple weeks. And Rodgers is going to play on Sunday. That was announced by
leave further alone. He's in his own world right now.
I'm not here.
No, oh my God, Almighty! I honestly am thinking about banning you. I'm thinking about banning you after this one. This one it hurts me. This one hurts me, Almighty. You really want to bring back Kyle Rudolph? Kyle Rudolph, really?
Kyle Rudolph, the red.
Really?
I will take Zeke Nowak before I take Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, I'll take Will.
And you still invested in Lamar Jackson going to the
I'll take Larry flipping Donnell over. I forgot Omos was still good.
Terrible. Me too, honestly.
You know what? If Vince takes over control, Omos will be involved in a WWE Championship match.
And Jinder Mahal will come back and win it.
Oh, he already is back. He's back already. He was on NXT.
I know he's back.
Yay.
And here comes Omos.
Oh,
And
okay. Now we know this is garbage.
Now, here comes Omos. As we all know, Omos is as green as goose shit.
That's so mean.
Shit. Sucks.
Now, it's a sick colored blue. It's a sick colored blue. No, Mitch, no. No, Mitch, no. His gear is terrible, too.
Yeah.
Everything about it is terrible.
It's a brown stain in the bottom of the toilet bowl. Anyway,
just taste.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done.
He's like, yep.
We've officially lost viewers now because Earl decided to compare Omos to a brown toilet. How are my buddies doing from down the turnpike? How are you Eagles fans doing? How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing today?
Yeah.
So,
Randy, and the further.
Yo, did I tell you what trade Jamar offered me?
Matt Stafford takes a snap, moves it over the side, and LJ just did it! Did he enter a touchdown? Cooper Cup! Toe tapping on the outside.
Wow.
What a catch by
What a
Cooper
catch.
Cup.
Holy crap, what a catch.
What a catch by Cooper Cup for the touchdown. 5-yard touchdown there by Cooper Cup. As he beats Bedford on the outside.
What?
And Jordan Poyer toe taps his feet right near the corner of the right part of the end zone. That's Cooper Cup right there, guys.
Oh, 11. Hey, you're doing the same shit over and over again. If I see Johnny Gargano do that goddamn kick one more time.
Gunther is just beating the shit out of Drew McIntyre right now.
No, Jeffrey, you got it wrong. He's beating the stew out of He's beating the stew, right.
I get that reference, not with the stew. Was that a mistake? Was that on purpose? He put a picture up of stew. What was that about?
Well, I'll explain, because when I call a match, or I'm looking at a match and the opponent is getting destroyed in the match, instead of me saying like, the person is getting beaten up or anything, I'll come out and I'll say, oh, he's getting the stew. He has beaten the stew out of him, Jeffrey.
Great. Beating the stew. I love her.
Stew pot.
Right.
There it is. There's the comment. Everybody knows about the stew pot.
Yeah, Jeffrey just loved my Earlisms. He absolutely loved them, because he had no idea when I was coming out with them. He had no idea. He just had no idea. And he always...
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Now, we would love to thank everybody who's on the panel. Joe, thank you for sharing this moment with us. I'm sure none of us will forget this. And
Thank you,
shout out to Blaze Radio for the raid. Appreciate that, man. And last words, guys. Final words. I mean it this time.
Thanks, Joe, for coming and hanging out with us, and just showing us how he was on the outside of YouTube. Like, we already knew what he was like, but we don't know how he is behind the scene of the YouTube community. Thanks for coming out and giving us some of your experiences with him.
Yeah. All right, so I guess
yes, sir, Joe. Thank you so much for coming in, man. Appreciate
thank you.
Please stay in touch. And thank you, everyone, for coming out and joining the chat and sharing this night with us. It's one I'll never forget, and will always be with us.
Yep.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I don't know how often you guys have guests on here that are not part of your platform, but I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to speak and share some stories about Jeff. It's sad. It's sad, I know, but we just need to appreciate and just remember we got to be friends with this guy. The experiences that we shared with him,
Yes.
like it should be a happy time to go back and reflect on all the things that we were able to do with him. Like I said, he had so much positivity. He was such a good dude, and I'm glad you guys got to know him, even if it was for just a couple of years, man. You guys were great to him, and whatever I can do, stay in touch and whatnot. Definitely, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
And Joe, our door is always open to you, sir. Anytime you want to come on, just hit me or Mitch up, and you're more than welcome, man.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yep. So on that note, guys, Jeff, we love you. We miss you. And rest in peace, bro. And I was going to say fly will fly, but yeah, well.
You know what he always says, together blue.
All right, I'll say it for one time, Jeff. Together blue.